Hello, this is Bullet, aka the Passive Aggressive Sherpa. In today's video, I want to talk about some of the things that are wrong with the Nightfall in Destiny 2, and ways that they can be fixed, because it's obvious Bungie needs some help. I say this because it seems that Bungie says they want to do this and that, but their actions seem to counter what they say. The more they try to bring us all together, the more they seem to be tearing us apart. Quick note, the video you're watching is of me failing to solo this week's Nightfall using abilities only. Frustrating, because I could have soloed it, but I ran out of time. I have run out of time trying to solo this more times than I can recall. Anyways, for me, one of the biggest problems in Destiny is its horrible, no good idea to force the community to come together. I appreciate their desire to bring us all together. What I don't appreciate is being forced together. That kind of crap only works on the terribly shallow and morons. It's like that old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. What Bungie is doing is trying to force everyone to drink. Some people don't mind it. Some of us do. And some of us see it for what it really is. Bungie is constantly favoring group play over solo play, and it's just wrong. Example, they have fucked up the weekly Nightfall to the point of absurdity. They've made it almost impossible to solo Nightfall anymore. There are only one or two players that are consistently soloing it that I've seen, and that's sad. Bungie has made significantly stupid and ridiculous changes to Nightfall that have deterred many from even trying it. And I'm not just talking about soloing it, I'm talking about fire teams. The main issue is their new time warp bullshit. What the fuck is that all about? Changing the time limit from 30 minutes to 22. Why? Because when you don't know how to fix something, you just throw out random shit and hope that it fools enough people into thinking you know what you're doing. It's like not knowing the answer to a test question, so you choose C and hope for the best. The main problems with the Nightfall and Destiny were simple. The rewards sucked, and there was no reason to ever run Nightfall more than once per character, and even then running it on all three characters was fairly pointless. The solution should have been simple to fix, but no, they made it far worse. They changed Nightfall and the whole strike process. They took away one of the few good things about the game of Destiny. I could rant all day about the things they did to screw the Nightfall and strikes, but I don't have all day. So here's how to fix the weekly Nightfall. First, get rid of that time warp crap. It's idiotic and specifically designed to screw over solo players. Second, keep the normal mode and the prestige mode, but make normal mode 30 minutes again. Make prestige mode 15 or 20 minutes. Better yet, normal mode 30 minutes, hard mode 20 minutes, prestige mode 15 minutes. Third, fix the reward system. You should never get rare gear or weapons for completing any version of the Nightfall. I don't care if you only run Nightfall once a week or 100 times. Rare gear should have no place in Nightfall, and certainly not in a hard mode or prestige mode. There's so much more that could be given out in addition. Fire team medallions, specialized shaders and gear, ships and sparrows. The fourth thing, give players a reason to grind Nightfall. The challenges are a good idea. I like them, but that should just be the easy part. Nightfall should have more than one challenge a week for powerful gear. For example, just completing it the first time is great. That gives everyone a shot to obtain it, especially with the new guided games. Gives everyone a chance. Cool. But why not offer at weekly reset something like the Nightfall grind? Complete the weekly Nightfall 5 times, but one of those times has to be in prestige mode. It can even change weekly. Complete Nightfall in prestige mode on each character. Or complete Nightfall 10 times in any mode on any character. Combinations, anything, do something. Last but not least, solution number 5, Nightfall only exotics. Right now Bungie obviously favors those that like to raid over those that prefer the weekly Nightfall. You get all kinds of great exotics and goofy looking gear for raids, but when it comes to Nightfall, you basically just get a bag of dicks. It used to piss me off that the only way to get an elemental primary exotic, or rather, about the only way to get an elemental primary exotic, was to complete a raid. I was being punished because I don't like raids, and even if I did, I didn't have enough reliable people to run them with. on any regular basis. One friend hated raids and never really wanted to do them. The other friend always said he wanted to do them, but would almost never dedicate the time needed to get them done. And the clan I was with at the time talked a big game about how they used to complete raids all the time, but in all the times I raided with them, we managed to complete one raid on easy mode after failing so many times on the challenge. There just isn't a reason to grind Nightfall like people do raids and other things in the game. Nightfall deserves better than what has been offered to us in Destiny 2. They've turned the weekly Nightfall into mostly mini raids, but without the rewards and absolutely no reason to ever grind them. Now, as mentioned, I do think the guided games feature is a good thing. It needs work, but for right now, Bungie should leave it alone. I'm convinced any tweaking they would do to it would only make it worse at this point. But it's a good idea, and it allows everyone a real chance to complete the weekly Nightfall. Now, we've got some honorable mentions here. Things that didn't make the list. Well, one thing that didn't make the list, but I didn't have time to go into all the details. But hidden chest. Why are there no hidden chests in Nightfall? There should be random hidden chests that have the potential to give out all kinds of legendary, exotic, and other worthwhile rewards. And the chests should never be in the same place, like they do in the raids. The reason? Because like in the raids, someone is going to make a video of every chest location every week. But if they spawn at different locations, no one is going to make 50 different videos showing every location of the chest. Well, I should never say never. Someone will do it for all 50 chests, every 50 possible locations every week, but almost no one would do it. Nightfall needs these things because what has been given to us is not good. This week's do-over of the Pyramidion, I will admit, is fun. There's no time warp bullshit, it's pretty straightforward. And last week's version of Nightfall, the Inverted Spire, was also fun. The time warp thing was still idiotic, but at least it was doable, and there was no moronic hoops to jump through or hidden anomalies to shoot. These things are so lacking of any kind of depth, they come off as an attempt to change something that didn't need to be changed. It was change made for the sake of change, and it makes Bungie look like they have no idea what they're doing. I've listed 5 main things that could be done to improve Nightfall. They're all pretty simple things. None of what I suggested involved changing the very thing that made Nightfall fun and challenging. These only add to it, and this is what Bungie seems unable to grasp. They've taken so many of the good things in Destiny that weren't broken, and have now broken them. Why? Because they seem to think the only way to fix a problem is to change everything about it. All that does is open the door to more problems. If it's not broke, don't fix it. They did it in the Crucible. Instead of fixing it, they changed it all, and it mostly sucks now. I mean, it's okay, but there's not one thing about it that really made the Crucible any better. They changed everything instead of just fixing what was broken, and now it's pretty much worse than ever. Destiny 2 is hurting. I truly hope Bungie listens to the community, and listens wisely, because many have complained, but few have come out strongly in their opinions. Sometimes criticism needs to be harsh. I see a lot of true Destiny fans that are complaining, but they are doing it in such a way that I don't think Bungie is even seeing it. Because when you're wishy-washy about the problem, it's really easy to overlook it. It's just in our nature. I mean, if I was wearing a hat that everyone hated and everyone I asked about it said, I don't like that, I would probably stop wearing the hat. But most people want to be nice, so they would tend to say things like, I like the hat you used to wear better. That response is nice, but it didn't answer the question. That was a no commitment response. It was a I don't want to hurt your feelings response. And right now, far too many of the Destiny only players are unhappy with many of the things in Destiny 2, but either aren't saying it or are just being nice about it. A few have come out and said strongly they don't like something, but a few doesn't cut it. And I don't think it's enough to get Bungie's attention. Sometimes you just need to tell people that their hat sucks. Destiny 2 could be fixed with just a couple of updates, but they are going to keep missing the mark until enough people with enough followers start being brutally honest. And on a side note, back in July, I offended a lot of people because I dared to speak out against the joke of a beta that was offered to us. Some of those same people aren't happy with Destiny 2 now, and were praising the shit out of it back then. They are making many of the same complaints I made back then. But hopefully Bungie will listen to these people now, because they have bigger followings than little old me. And it appears the only way to get Bungie's attention isn't with a good idea. It's by being a Destiny 2 player with a lot of followers. I've said many times I love Destiny, and I love Destiny 2. But I'm running out of things to do. I've done all the quests. Well, I haven't done the Rat King yet. That's supposed to happen today. You see, that's another way Bungie is choosing to fuck over solo players. I need a fire team that can spend hours jumping through all the quest hoops. But seriously, we're 7 weeks into Destiny 2, and there were like, 3 quests? There's nothing to find anymore. There's nothing hidden in the game. They have taken the adventure and the mystery out of the game. There seems to be no hidden quests, no dead ghosts to find. Hell, they even mark on the fucking map where to find Xur. Bungie's motto seems to be, we break stuff that was never broken. Bungie, I want to love you. I love your game, but you're treating us like shit. Sure, you do it with a smile on your face, but in some ways that makes it almost even more offensive. Accepting your behavior without commenting on it, it's the same as condoning it, and I won't condone it. I won't lie, and I won't sugarcoat it. When you get it right, I say so. When you get it wrong, I say so. Anyways, that's my rant for the day. Was it harsh at times? Yes. More importantly, it was honest and from the heart. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Once again, this is Bullet, aka the Angry Sherpa, aka the Passive Aggressive Sherpa, and if we could get 1,242 likes on this video, that'd be great. Thanks for watching.